But now we flash forward a little over 2 years to the day when everything changed. When Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey was announced for the Nintendo 3DS. Oh, and also Smash Ultimate was revealed, whatever. Yeah, on March 8th, 2018, hot into the Nintendo Switch era, we got a brand new Nintendo Direct. And while the announcements within the presentation weren't bad, it was the final announcement that got everyone talking. We open on pretty standard looking Splatoon footage, 2 Inklings battling it out in a white void, when suddenly everything goes dark. The orange-haired Inkling turns around to reveal a giant flaming Smash logo. We see silhouettes of Mario, Link, and a bunch of other characters, to which it is then revealed that a brand new Super Smash Bros. Game was coming later that year in 2018.
Huh. I seem to have lost my shit.
I remember exactly where I was when I first saw this announcement. I was at my high school, sitting in my sophomore English class, working on a huge paper, and I think it's safe to say that my priorities were well managed that day. As a longtime Nintendo fan that had recently fallen out of caring about Nintendo for a bit, seeing this trailer was rejuvenating, to say the least. After an incredible year for the company in 2017, getting a new Smash Bros. Announcement 4 years after the last one came out, and just 2 years after it had stopped being supported, it was such a nice surprise. And that's not even commenting on the trailer itself, which was handled in such a smart way. Not only revealing the game, revealing that the Inkling from Splatoon was going to be a new character in the game, but also softly announcing that it's not just a port of the Wii U version by showing off the new logo and the new design for Link, now sporting his Breath of the Wild look. I absolutely loved watching this trailer for the first time, and rewatching it has made me realize how much I love watching things. So much, in fact, that I'm going to watch the next thing I see.
Oh, thank God.
E3 2018, we got 17 minutes of mostly underwhelming announcements, and then 25 minutes solely dedicated to the new Smash Bros. Game.
Better than most of Nintendo's presentations.
Yeah, not a super enthralling direct if you're a casual viewer, but for Smash Bros. Fans, it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. We're introduced to the first trailer by Masahiro Sakurai, who tells us we're about to see, quote, some fighters appearing in the game. We see a bunch of characters we all expected, including Mario, Samus, Kirby, Link, you know, all the mainstays, but then we get the formal reintroduction to the Ice Climbers.
My give-a-shit meter is lower than expected.
We then see official gameplay of the Inkling for the first time.
Okay, we're getting up there.
We see a few more characters before getting reintroduced to the Pokemon trainer.
I'm listening.
More characters are shown off before it's revealed that Snake is finally returning from Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And Jigglypuff. Yeah, this trailer was how it was revealed that every single character from the entirety of the Smash Bros. Franchise would be included as playable fighters in this upcoming game, sporting the tagline, "Everyone is here." The trailer continues by showing off every remaining character, including Pichu, Young Link, and Wolf, returning from their absences as well.
Holy shit, this is like the ultimate Smash Brothers.
This trailer is still, to this day, the most iconic trailer we've ever gotten for the Smash Bros. Series, at least in my opinion. It's just so cool seeing all these characters we've come to know and love all together in one trailer, and in one game. This is just one of those trailers that leaves an impression on you, man. A perfect way to introduce us to what was, and still may always be, the ultimate Smash Bros. Game. I will say, this trailer did kill any speculation or doubt of which characters would and wouldn't be returning, which was a part of the previous Smash Bros. Game's hype cycles, but in my opinion, it was all worth it. Later in the presentation, we got news that Daisy was being added to the game as a clone character or echo character of Peach, alongside some news regarding changes made to returning characters and other various details, like stages and assist trophies. But finally, at the end of all the news, we got a new character reveal trailer, the first proper new character reveal trailer for Smash Ultimate. We see Samus leading Mario and Mega Man down an ominous linear pathway before Mario and Mega Man are seemingly killed, off to a good start. Samus turns around to reveal the shadowy assailant is none other than Ridley from the Metroid series, a highly requested character if you don't count people that didn't request him highly. Alright, let's go back a little bit here. Ever since Melee released, Ridley had been a character fans had been clamoring for, and the outcry for his inclusion just got bigger and bigger throughout the hype cycles of Brawl and the 3DS and Wii U editions. Sakurai spoke in an interview regarding Ridley's lack of appearances in these titles, saying that he was just too big of a character, and that reducing his size wouldn't be true to his legacy. Oh yeah, because accurate character sizes were something that was kept so consistent before. This actually became a pretty widespread joke within the Smash community at the time, and if you were on Nintendo's Miiverse platform at any point between 2013 and 2015, you were well aware of that. Luckily, after waiting so long for his appearance, we finally got him in Ultimate, and yep, he sure is in there alright. Yeah, if I was more of a Metroid fan, I'm sure I'd have a lot more to rave about, and don't get me wrong, I was super happy for everyone that wanted him after seeing this trailer. And the trailer itself is a pretty good one. It nails the haunting feel of the Metroid games to a T. But to put it bluntly, there's just other fictional dragons I have more of a personal connection to. Well, if the Ridley trailer set anything up, it was that highly requested characters being added to the game was going to become a trend in this title's build-up to release. And that trend would continue with the next batch of character reveal trailers, debuting during the Smash Ultimate Direct on August 8th, 2018. We open on a castle during a dark and stormy night. A hooded figure approaches, to which we cut to Luigi. A little out of his element here. He gets spooked by a couple haunting individuals before coming across the literal Grim Reaper. Then he gets fucking murdered.
If Luigi can die, what does that mean for my own mortality?
His killer is assaulted by a metal whip, helmed by none other than Simon Belmont from the Castlevania series. But that's not all, because after seeing some of his moveset in action, we got another Castlevania character revealed, this one being Richter.
Yay!
Yeah, despite the fact that I had never really gotten into the Castlevania series myself, I did know who Simon Belmont was, and also knew how much people wanted him in the game. Richter, though? Like, yeah, it's cool that we're getting more than one Castlevania rep in the game, especially for all the Castlevania fans out there, and there is, in fact, a lot of them. But, like, was anyone really pining for Richter to also be included? I feel like they just added him because his moveset and properties are nearly identical to Simon's, which, now that I say it out loud, that's probably exactly why they did it. Well, either way, I was pretty happy with this trailer, and the characters that came along with it. It's rare to see Smash Bros. Take such a dark approach with its content presentation, and between the Ridley trailer and now this one, we're just getting them left and right. And being the stupid little Mario fan that I am, I can't help but comment that a big takeaway from this trailer for me was the fact that it basically soft announced Luigi's Mansion 3, a whole month before the game was officially announced to the public. What can I say? I know my priorities. During the actual direct, we got two new Echo Fighters revealed. Chrom and Dark Samus. What can I say? I know my priorities. Big surprise, the next trailer debuted at the end of that same direct, opening with a montage of various Nintendo heroes facing off against their respective villains. We cut to Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong lounging around their living quarters when a loud commotion is heard outside. They go to investigate and find a very familiar silhouette.
I mean, it's pretty obvious who it is, right? The theme of the trailer is heroes and villains. We see Donkey Kong. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out, okay? We just search up Donkey Kong villains and yup, there he is! Clump!
But psych, the culprit is actually revealed to be King Dedede. He gets a good laugh out of his little prank before getting assaulted by another villainous king, this one being King K. Rool from the original Donkey Kong Country games.
But,
This is a downright classic trailer. King K. Rool was an extremely common character request for years, and to finally see him in a Smash game after years of him being absent from both mainline and spin-off Donkey Kong games, it was more than a satisfying feeling. And the little gag they included with King Dedede, well, very obviously a fake-out, was really cute. You can tell how much the developers want to hype up all these beloved characters, more so than they ever did for previous Smash games. Moving on from that, what do you know about Mammal Intersection? On September 13th, 2018, we got another Nintendo Direct. Do you see a pattern on how and when they present new character trailers? Towards the end of the Direct, we got a look at a brand new Smash Ultimate Special Edition Switch, and then a brand new thing. Yeah, this wasn't shown off like it was a brand new trailer. Usually at the beginning, they would play this short opening with the crossing lines of the Smash Bros logo, but not at the beginning of this one. We see Isabelle from the Animal Crossing series organizing her office and pondering about the mayor, who she notes is busy with camping and Smash, a little on the nose there. Pete the mailman drops by and gives Isabelle a letter, and wouldn't you know, it's a Smash Bros invitation letter. If you thought this was a trailer for a new Animal Crossing game, you can go f*** yourself, almost. But yeah, Isabelle and Smash, we can add that to the list of things that make sense. Isabelle was by far the most popular Animal Crossing character at this point. After her debut in Animal Crossing New Leaf, Nintendo fans, Animal Crossing fans of breathing, they all fell in love with her. So yeah, no surprise that she was being added to the game, but still really nice to see. This is a trailer that you can't really get pissed off about, especially considering they eventually used it as an opener to confirm the newest Animal Crossing game. You already know you had everyone's attention anyways. This is a tactic they actually utilize pretty frequently with Smash Bros. Announcements. The series is already known for representing every other video game entity, so for Nintendo to use new character reveals as a medium for cross-franchise promotion and synergy, it just makes all the sense in the world. Plus, it saved them from the hellfire that would have rained upon them if all the Animal Crossing fans were robbed of a proper new game announcement with a teaser for a completely different game. Can you imagine if that happened?
Oh, thanks to Nintendo, I don't have to imagine being depressed.
We got one last direct dedicated to Smash Ultimate ahead of its release on November 1st, 2018. This one was a little more technical in its information dump, but we still got a new reveal trailer beforehand, this one revealing not one, but 2 new characters. First up, at the very beginning of the trailer, we see Little Mac getting the absolute shit beat out of him in a boxing ring by Ken from the Street Fighter series. Yeah, an Echo Fighter for Ryu. Maybe not the most necessary, but hey, at least I knew who the hell he was. I guess I can see why he and Richter got their own dedicated spots and reveal trailers, considering while they are just Echo Fighters, they're Echo Fighters of third-party characters. So yeah, it's a little more of a rare occasion.
Yeah, a rare occasion. Like me giving a damn about Echo Fighters.
We see a mysterious pair of eyes lurking from outside the ring, followed up by Ken completely obliterating Little Mac with his final smash. Ken basks in his victory, to which we are then introduced to an actual brand new character, the final new character announced for Ultimate, and that character was Incineroar from the Pokemon series. And here's what I'll be showing the police. Alright, look, as a self-proclaimed Pokemon fanatic, I usually eat this shit up. I mean, hell, when Greninja was revealed for 3DS and Wii U, I damn near shit myself with excitement. But I gotta say, at this point in the series, Incineroar was not my first pick for a new Pokemon fighter. I mean, it makes sense. Pokemon Sun and Moon were the most recent brand new titles in the series, so at the very least, I can understand why they would want to add a Pokemon that was introduced in those games. But if anything, I was pretty certain they were going to add Decidueye, considering A, we didn't have a fully evolved grass-type starter in Smash yet, and B, Decidueye definitely would have made for a more unique addition to the roster than Bipedal Punching Cat. But A, it's not like we technically had a wrestler character in Smash at this point, so sure, whatever, it's fine, I'm fine. Everything's fine. Now, this trailer was positioned as featuring the final new fighters you can find in the game. The base game, that is. Yet, to no one's surprise, DLC fighters were confirmed for Ultimate at the end of this direct in the form of bundles featuring one brand new character, a brand new stage, and several music tracks, with 5 individual bundles purchasable together as a part of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass. I'll give them this, the way they were handling DLC for Ultimate was structured in a far more logical and understandable way when compared to 3DS and Wii U. DLC for those games could have been bundled in anyway. A new fighter in an old stage, an old fighter with a Mii costume, 2 Mii costumes and some WD-40, it was always random. But we were all expecting DLC fighters. What we weren't expecting came right after they announced them, which was one more character reveal trailer. We open on a plethora of dizzy Yoshis before Mario shows up to investigate, to which he comes across They'll really add anyone to Smash Bros. Nowadays, won't they? Yup, the first new character we were getting as DLC was the Piranha Plant enemy from the Mario series. Okay. I think I can say with genuine certainty that this was the first character that had never been requested by anybody. Well, besides them. I'll be honest though, I loved seeing that this character was revealed. I remember getting to school early that morning so I could watch the direct with my friends before class. It was such a stupid thing to see, I loved it. You just know the developers threw Piranha Plant in there as a complete joke, and that's what makes this trailer so memorable, more so than either of the other characters revealed in this direct. Piranha Plant's trailer didn't even feature any CGI, but it really didn't need to. The concept of Piranha Plant, this seemingly random Mario enemy, getting a fully developed moveset and a completely unique spot on the roster before characters that people actually wanted, like Waluigi, this was by far the most hilarious thing they had ever done for Smash Bros. At this point. But as it turned out, this was in fact not the first character that was planned for the upcoming Fighters Pass, as Piranha Plant instead was being offered as a free bonus character for purchasing Ultimate during a specific window of time, as well as being offered separately at a discounted price later on. The real first DLC character for Ultimate was revealed during the 2018 Game Awards, though no one knew this was going to be the case. Out of nowhere during the award show, a video for something relating to Persona 5 began to play, with absolutely no mention of Smash anywhere for the first 30 seconds. And then, a hand grabs an envelope that turns around, revealing itself to be a Smash Bros. Invitation. Holy shit. Joker from Persona 5 was coming to Smash Ultimate!
And I know what that sentence means!
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, this was actually the first time that I had no idea who a character was when they were being revealed. I had never even heard of the Persona franchise. You'd think that's surprising until you remember I own this shirt. I was always mainly a Nintendo guy growing up, and at this point, I had never even owned a PlayStation console of any kind, so I wasn't aware of the Persona series or its passionate fanbase. But even still, I was definitely intrigued by this announcement. The reveal trailer was really cool. I especially enjoyed how they didn't announce in any way, shape, or form that this was a Smash trailer until a little while in. I think that only made everyone's reaction even more eccentric when the actual reveal occurred. And hey, despite there being no Persona games on Switch at the time, Persona 5 did eventually make its way to the platform. 4 years after the announcement, I think they might have dropped the ball on that one a little bit. The next formal Smash Bros. Announcement occurred during Nintendo's E3 2019 Direct in the form of 2 new reveal trailers, one at the top of the Direct and one at the bottom. In the first one, we see Link fighting against a seemingly possessed Marth as well as an equally possessed Meta Knight. The fight progresses for a while until another mysterious swordsman appears to save Link from his assailants, otherwise known as the next new fighter for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the hero from the Dragon Quest series, or more specifically, the hero from Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition. See, I didn't know much about Dragon Quest when I first saw this trailer, but I had seen one of the slime enemies from the game before, so rest assured, when this announcement came out, I let out no less than a
Holy shit!
Wait, sorry, that's the wrong clip.
Huh.
There we go. This trailer is just kind of whatever. It's kind of just retreading ground from previous reveal trailers. Like, oh, we see a fight happening, and then the newest character intervenes in the fight. Gee, I wonder where they got the idea to do that. And that's not to mention the fact that this isn't exactly a surprising character reveal. Dragon Quest is extremely popular in Japan. If anything, I'm surprised this didn't happen 10 years sooner. It is cool how you can play as different variants of the hero from various Dragon Quest games, and his moveset is unique, incorporating turn-based combat. But when compared to this reveal, I've definitely been more excited about others. Speaking of which, the end of the E3 2019 Direct premiered the best Super Smash Bros. Ultimate character reveal trailer ever. We begin with the same opening as the King K. Rool trailer, but this time with the 2 Kongs fighting K. Rool, so right off the bat you're thinking, oh, okay, it's gonna be another villain. We cut to the 3 Kong characters lounging around, keeping in line with the K. Rool trailer, before a familiar looking item bounces across the screen. Our 3 stars look outside to investigate and spot a very familiar looking silhouette, before it's revealed to be Duck Hunt in disguise.
Identity theft is no joke. Unless Duck Hunt does it.
He gets a good laugh out of it. Once again, everything plays out like the K. Rool trailer, which must mean we're gonna see in 3, 2, 1 physical violence. To which it is then revealed that Duck Hunt's attacker is Banjo Kazooie?
Holy shit!
Oh, that's where that clip came from. Yeah, Banjo Kazooie! Banjo Kazooie? Banjo Kazooie! Banjo Kazooie? Banjo Kazooie! Alright, for those of you not in the know, Banjo Kazooie was a beloved character from the days of the Nintendo 64, starring in 2 downright classic platformers developed by Rare, who also developed the original Donkey Kong Country games. Later on in their company's history, Rare was bought out by Microsoft, which meant they could no longer develop home console games for Nintendo, and since Rare owned the Banjo Kazooie IP and Microsoft owned it by proxy, basically all hope for the character to appear in Smash Bros. Was lost, despite them being a popular request by fans. So when those same fans finally got to see that character revealed for Smash, it was a dream come true. I think that's what made this announcement, and thus this trailer, so special. It felt like the shackles were off. One of Nintendo's main competitors in the video game market allowed for one of their characters in Smash? Somebody slapped me.
Hey, I wasn't done. Like I was saying, somebody slap me silly and call me... I guess I was done.
This is my favorite reveal trailer from the entirety of the Smash Bros. Series. I love that it parallels the Rool trailer, goading the audience into thinking the trailer is heroes versus villains themed before subverting everyone's expectations. This is the most acceptable form of gaslighting I've ever seen. I also love how this trailer references Rare's history with Nintendo, with aspects like the splash screen text saying "raring to go" and the classic Donkey Kong Country characters being featured. Not to mention the fact that Banjo Kazooie, for the first time in a while, was a character that I genuinely really wanted to see in the game. I had just picked up Rare Replay and had played through Banjo Kazooie on my Xbox One, which only made me understand the love everyone had for the games and the reasons why everyone wanted the character in Smash. Definitely the standout trailer from the ultimate hype cycle for me, and the whole franchise in general up to that point. My personal peak for character reveal announcements. Which means it's all downhill from here. September 4th, 2019, we got another Nintendo Direct. You know the drill, let's talk about the trailer. We open on a timeline of every major Nintendo console released by year. We zoom in, move back to 1991, and get jump scared. Whoa! Yeah, a Neo Geo gets focused on, to which a retro-looking cutscene begins playing of a variety of characters attempting to grab a Smash invitation. The winning participant is Terry from Fatal Fury. Would you believe me if I said I had never heard of this game until this reveal? At this point, I wouldn't blame you if you were doubting I had ever played a video game. Yeah, I wasn't necessarily jumping out of my seat at this announcement, but I can't deny the Neo Geo and the Fatal Fury franchise's place in gaming history. Plus, I was just happy we were getting a character from a series that had no prior representation, and a character with a unique moveset. He plays really similarly to all the other fighting game characters in Smash, but still, he's unique. I like the approach they took with this reveal trailer. It's rare that they go for this retro-looking style with them. I think the last time they really leaned into that theme was Duck Hunt's trailer, so this was a pleasant time.
Past tense.
2020 kicked off with a brand new reveal trailer premiering on January 16th. Honestly, the first 15 days of the year were a blur. The first one in a while debuting in a purely Smash Bros. Dedicated presentation, and the last one revealing a character for the original Fighters Pass, so I figured they must have saved it for someone special.
Oh, hey, get back down there.
The trailer begins with a scene from Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's a Fire Emblem character. They're adding another Fire Emblem character. Okay, let's talk about this. Not the trailer, but Byleth's inclusion as a whole. I am really happy for Fire Emblem fans that they're getting so much representation for the series in Smash Bros. Even though I'm not personally a huge fan, considering that Fire Emblem was on the verge of cancellation when Awakening came out, and seeing how much support the series has gotten over the years, it's really quite heartwarming. But come on, they must have known this announcement wasn't going to go over well. The last few Fire Emblem character announcements were not received super highly by the majority of Smash Bros fans, and to save this character for DLC in what seemed to be a pretty exclusive slot after we got nothing but third-party characters up until that point, I don't think I'm out of line for saying it was underwhelming. Not even underwhelming, it was underwhelming. That's not even touching upon the fact that Byleth doesn't really stand out amongst the other Fire Emblem characters, at least to my non-Fire Emblem playing brain. They're all sword fighters, which makes sense. The series revolves around sword-based combat, but that doesn't necessarily make it easily acceptable. I'm not even sure I know which one of these is Byleth. If anything, I saw this reveal as a promo for Fire Emblem Three Houses to get some more eyes on the game. Well, I can't deny that it worked. Easily the most polarizing reveal trailer the Smash Bros. Series had ever put out at that point. Maybe even to this day. But hey, later in that presentation, another Fighters Pass was revealed, this time including 6 brand new fighters. You know what they say, there's a silver lining for every apocalyptic outbreak. The next reveal trailer was announced on March 26th, 2020. Not released, announced. Yeah, not a strategy that's typically used for Smash trailers, but this was a particular case, because as we found out that day, the next character would be from the ARMS series, one of Nintendo's more recent new IPs from the launch year of the Switch. It wasn't specified which character it would be, but come on, we can rule out a couple contenders. Springman was already in the game through assist trophies, Bite and Bark would have been too clunky to implement, and this guy, well, I just fucking hate this guy. Other than that, it was pretty much up in the air as to who it could be until July 22nd came around when we finally got the answer to the question we were all asking.
Not that one.
The trailer features a really unique looking art style. We see Captain Falcon and Kirby enjoying some ramen together before cutting to an ARMS battle in action. A Smash invitation appears with all the ARMS characters attempting to grab it before we see the winning participant is none other than the woman who made the ramen. She dons her fighter's gear, to which she is revealed to be Min Min. I gotta say, this trailer really sold me on her character when I first saw it. I had never really played a lot of ARMS before. I didn't own the game for myself, and the only time I spent playing it was at a friend's house, and even then, I wasn't like super into the game. But this trailer did a good job of showing off her character in a really powerful way. If the gameplay of ARMS was as engaging as this trailer, I might be more inclined to make certain decisions.
I can't do it.
Oh, I've been waiting to talk about this next one. On October 1st, 2020, a new reveal trailer premiered, this one being disconnected from any Nintendo Direct or dedicated presentation. We see gameplay footage of Mario fighting against a variety of characters until he gets launched off screen and busts through a wall of a mysterious-looking cavern.
Was that a cube?
Mario is suddenly surrounded by a plethora of intimidating creatures, but is soon joined by... Yeah, Steve from Minecraft. A character request that felt like nothing more than a joke for years, at least to me, now fully realized as a playable fighter in Smash Bros. Wow. The trailer goes on to show off a ton of other characters from the game being represented as alternate costumes for Steve, including Alex, a zombie, and an Enderman. My god, so much Minecraft content! After the amount of Minecraft content we had come to expect in Smash Bros. At the time was... Now, I actually didn't play Minecraft in its heyday. I wasn't an iPad kid, but rather a cable kid. I spent most of my youthful days watching SpongeBob and Sprouse Twin commercials. But I did get around to playing Minecraft with my friends in 2019 when the game had a big resurgence in popularity, so I fully understood the gravity of this announcement when it dropped. And equally as much, the absurdity. This was so bizarre to me at the time, man. I think by this point we've all accepted this as reality, but imagine this being revealed to be the Smash DLC lineup. Tactical RPG sword fighter, unique looking fighting game character, funny block man. Nevertheless, I was very happy to see Steve's inclusion in the game. I may have not grown up with Minecraft like a lot of other folks, but I still completely understood the impact that this announcement had. But what if I didn't? The next new character was revealed at the 2020 Game Awards, much like how Joker was revealed at the 2018 Game Awards, and much unlike how no character was revealed at the 2019 Game Awards. The trailer begins with a handful of Smash Bros. Characters being assaulted by Galeem, the antagonist of Ultimate Story Mode, as well as a group of his evil forces and onslaught of evil hands. Truly a terrifying sight to behold. Galeem prepares to fire off a beam before being sliced in half. The character behind the slice is revealed to be, much to Cloud's dismay, Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. And much to my dismay, I have to disclose this again. Yeah, despite the fact that I knew who the protagonist of Final Fantasy VII was when he was revealed for Smash, I had no idea who the antagonist was, so I in no way understood the significance of this character reveal when I first saw it. I thought he looked pretty cool. That's about as much as I could add to the conversation. I think it was when he nearly shanked the out of Mario that I finally realized,
holy shit, this guy is badass!
I did eventually do a little research and familiarize myself with the character, and then I did understand why this was such a cool announcement to many. It's always really nice to see more villains added to Smash, and between Ridley, Rool, Dark Samus, and now Sephiroth, damn, I guess they count on this list too. We've had no shortage of antagonistic characters added in this game, but hey, I'm not complaining. Well, at least not right now. February 17th, 2021, we got a new Nintendo Direct and a new character reveal trailer. Let's get this one over with. We open on a scene from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Hey, where'd I go? A cutscene in the style of the game plays out, and it's revealed that the new Xenoblade Chronicles 2 character being added to the game is actually two characters, Pyra and Mythra. Alright, look, I had played the original Xenoblade Chronicles at this point, and I liked it a fair amount despite not finishing it, but I was really not interested in playing the sequel. I have a hard time committing myself to long games, and with Xenoblade 2 not featuring any of the characters from the first game in prominent roles, there wasn't much that was intriguing to me about this entry. So when I saw that the next new characters were from that game, yeah, I wasn't too excited. This was the first DLC character we've had in Smash that's actually two characters, swappable by using their down special in the game, and I do find them fun to play as personally. But similarly to how I felt about Byleth, this just wasn't as impactful of an announcement as it is when the third-party characters are announced. I get they want to break things up a bit and not make every single new character from a third-party franchise, but damn it, there's already a limited amount of slots in the Fighters Pass as is. I like when they add third-party characters. Is that really such a crime?
Huh.
E3 2021, we got the penultimate character reveal trailer for DLC for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch family of systems made by Nintendo. We open on a dark cloudy sky with a mysterious figure carrying the corpse of Ganondorf from The Legend of Zelda. Pretty routine stuff. His body is dropped off the side of a cliff into a pit of lava, and it's revealed that the one behind it all is Kazuya from the Tekken series.
Alright, the warden let me out of my sentence early so I could give my opinion on Kazuya being in Smash. Please don't tell him I don't have one.
Listen, I know I just said I prefer when DLC fighters are from third-party franchises, and that still is true. It just so happens I don't really care about this specific third-party franchise. Or this one. 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 I was well aware of what Tekken was when I saw this, mainly through the Mii Fighter costumes from the series that were already in the game, but that was basically the extent of my Tekken knowledge. Yeah, I can't say that I'm generally very interested or good at fighting games other than Smash Bros. This trailer is still pretty neat, just based on it being kinda absurd. Like, it's the same vibe you get from trailers like Ridley's trailer, or Simon & Richter's. Unnecessarily dark and eerie for a game featuring this fucking guy, but I think that just makes it more memorable. We actually see Kazuya drop a couple other Nintendo All-Stars off the same cliff, including Captain Falcon, Pit, Min Min, Marth, and Kirby. Ah, son of a bitch.
Mark my words, we will find a way to kill that bastard.
But now we've arrived at the final character reveal trailer for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the one everyone was interested in watching. The trailer was formally announced during a Nintendo Direct that debuted on September 23rd, 2021, scheduled to premiere on October 5th, 2021, and man, I was pumped. This could be anyone from any franchise. Yeah, it's the sentiment I had for every character reveal, but this was different. This was going to be the last one for the entire game, for the ultimate Smash Bros. Surely, this announcement trailer was going to be an unforgettable event.
But to be fair, so are national tragedies.
I remember waking up bright and early on October 5th with a twinkle in my eye as I sat down to watch that final reveal. The trailer starts with the opening getting interrupted, followed by a zoom out to reveal the fiery Smash logo, as an homage to the original announcement for Ultimate back in March 2018. As the logo fizzles out, we see all the characters frozen in their trophy forms before Mario comes to life to investigate a tiny flame left over from the logo. Mario grabs the flame and chucks it into the air. I'm sure Nintendo got in some deep water for encouraging that behavior. The flame spins and spins before transforming into a key-shaped sword or keyblade and flashed on screen before our very eyes as a mouse-shaped keychain. Holy shit, they're doing this. The keyblade opens up a portal, and who would happen to emerge from it but Sora from Kingdom Hearts. I'm just saying, I'd appreciate a reaction this strong when I enter a room. What a magical last reveal trailer. Sora from Kingdom Hearts, man. The character that so many people wanted for years, but never thought had a chance since they owned him. As was revealed later, Sora was the actual #1 most voted pick in the Smash Fighters ballot from the previous set of the games, and at long last, Nintendo and Disney worked out a deal and finally got Sora in the ultimate crossover game. How fitting for the last fighter in the Fighters Pass, a character that's basically the poster child for crossovers in gaming, helming from a series that was beloved by many for mixing the worlds of Disney and Final Fantasy. Seeing him in Smash Bros. Alongside so many other video game icons is so satisfying, and his reveal here, while a little corny, yes, is more than fitting for such a monumental event in not just Smash Bros. History, but gaming history as a whole. He may not have been everyone's pick, but in my eyes, Sora was the perfect character to cap off the roster for what was and may forever be the ultimate Smash Bros. Game. Well, besides them.